Nature, Mother Nature, let's breathe, deep divers. Can you feel the energy? One more time. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Another beautiful day. Now, I hope you're taking care of yourself, deep divers. Do you love yourself? Yes, Ralph, I love myself, right? A lot of people say that. I love myself. I say that too. I love myself. Then I realized, wait a minute. What does it actually mean? Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. That's right. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Raising the frequency. I just want to thank the universe today for another beautiful day. Raising the vibration. Sprinkling some good ass energy on you right now, deep divers. Take that. Take that. Take that. I love myself, deep divers. Now, that's easy to say, but there are so many lies we have been told about self-love. So many misconceptions we have been told about self-love. I want to remind you, self-love is the secret to becoming your greatest version. But self-love is not what you think. It's not what you have been told. It's not what I was told. Self-love is something that can never be completed. It is a lifelong process, which means when you say, I love myself, the work is not over. You've got to be saying, I'm loving myself every single day. Now, there are two people, Ralph Smart and Person B. They both claim they love themselves. But when it comes to the crunch, they are asked to express their true feelings about everything that's happening on the planet. Now, Ralph Smart tells it like it is. He speaks his heart and mind from his soul. Person B, on the other hand, thinks exactly like Ralph Smart, but they are afraid to speak their heart and mind. So Person B does not really love themselves because they are afraid to speak their truth. That's the difference. You see, as your self-love increases, so does your self-expression. Slow motion this side. A lot of people, they feel a certain way about everything that's happening on the planet, but you would never know. When you go to their Instagram profile, they're just taking selfies like, yeah, I made it. But inside, they're feeling a different way than what they're portraying to the world. So self-love is not about hiding who you really are. It's not about saying yes when it's a no to yourself. It's not about pretending to be someone who you are not. It's not about trying to win the crowd vote. It's about living your raw, authentic truth 24/7. Now, this may not be popular. This may not get you a lot of friends, but it will always get you the right ones. The ones that will bring you some breakfast, because we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Raising the frequency. What are we doing? Raising the vibration. Thank you, universe, for another beautiful day. I love myself. Those three words are very powerful. But what do they really mean? And is it enough to say I love myself? Do you automatically now love yourself? No, not at all, because talk is cheap. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. Now, let me dive straight into it. There's a difference between self-love and being a narcissist. You have been told that self-love is selfish, right? Oh, look at her. She loves herself. She's so self-absorbed. Look at her filling her cup. Look at him filling his cup. Ugh, such a narcissist. There's a difference between self-love and being a narcissist. What's the difference? Okay, self-love is when you embrace the spotlight. You embrace your glory. You roll out the red carpet for yourself. Do a little samba, baby. Ooh, you're feeling yourself. That's self-love. But also you want other people to do the same. You encourage other people to roll out the red carpet. You encourage other people to put the spotlight on themselves, to see the beauty of all they are. That's what self-love is. You are embracing your authenticity, your power, your luminous magnificence, but you also want other people to do the same. Now, being a narcissist is when you only want the spotlight for yourself. You only want the shine for yourself. You only want to roll out the red carpet for yourself, okay? So, disclaimer, self-love is not selfish. Self-love is the most beneficial, life-changing act you can ever perform. But what is self-love? Self-love is self-healing. Self-love is embracing all that you are, including your shadow. Now, this is where it gets tricky because a lot of you have been told and programmed to just show how perfect your life is on social media. If I go to your Instagram, you're always just there, and now I think you've got the perfect life. You got no problems. No, self-love is about exposing yourself. Let me repeat that. Self-love is about exposing yourself. It's about proclaiming to the world how imperfect your life actually is. Now, this goes against everything we have been taught, everything we have been told. And this is why a lot of people are trying so hard just to impress other people, just to show other people how well they're doing. But oh my gosh, I'm falling over. Self-love is vulnerability. Let me repeat that. Self-love is true vulnerability. And when you learn how to become vulnerable, you learn how to truly love yourself. I've told you that I was hospitalized in 2006. I had a breakdown, deep divers, but my breakdown was my breakthrough. So this is self-love. I'm not hiding undesirable things that happened, experiences. I'm embracing them. I'm integrating my shadow side, and I'm becoming one with the darkness. Now, a lot of people, they only show you the highlights of their life. Them having a great time on holiday, them smiling, loved up with their partner. That's not what self-love is. Self-love is about showing to the world as well, you having a really bad day. Exposing your flaws, your insecurities, your fears. This is self-love. It's about the true, complete essence of who you are. And that involves positive and also negative. That is authenticity. Positive and also negative. Like, I only do these videos in one take. That's what self-love is. So whatever comes out of my mouth stays. That's how much I love myself. I accept it. I accept that it's okay for me to make mistakes. This is what makes me human. Slow motion this side. We live in a world of perfect people. That's not self-love. Self-love is when you embrace your imperfections. When you show the world that you aren't this perfect person, that you are deeply flawed as a human being. That's what self-love is. Can you expose yourself today? Many people think self-love is just about looking good on the outside. Ladies, manicure, pedicure, fellas going to the gym, getting ripped. Woo, I love myself, Ralph. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. You see, self-love is not just about looking good on the outside. It's about feeling good on the inside. Do I feel good inside? That's what self-love is. We don't live for the crowd. We do it for ourselves. We do something that nurtures our soul. We don't look for approval from the crowd to say, hey, am I good enough? We look for approval within ourselves. We're not doing it for the gram. We're doing it for ourselves. What? I'm doing this for myself, deep divers. I love myself. Slow motion this side. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. A lot of people walk around with an air of arrogance saying, I love myself, therefore I can do no wrong. That's not self-love. Many people walk around saying, I love myself, therefore I no longer have to evolve. I don't have to change anything about myself. I'm pretty amazing. I love myself. I am exempt. I don't have to work on myself. I don't have to grow. No, self-love is growth. Deep divers, self-love is evolution. Self-love is working on yourself, realizing you can still work on yourself and be the masterpiece at the same time. That's what self-love is. It's about noticing that you have a lot to work on. Getting off your high horse and say, actually, I love myself, but gosh, we can change a few things around here. You are now checking yourself. You're not saying, hey, I love myself, therefore I don't need to listen to anybody. I quit my job, Ralph. I don't want to listen to anybody. I love myself. You see, self-love is not an excuse to make bad decisions. It's not an excuse to not listen to other people. It's not an excuse to not work on yourself. Self-love is about listening. It's about working on yourself daily to realize you still have unresolved issues. And it's about opening up about this, being vulnerable to say, actually, I'm not this perfect person. Some days I feel terrible. Some days I'm full of anxiety. Some days I can't be bothered. That's what self-love is. It's about being honest to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Stop living in illusions of grandeur. Delusions of grandeur. Many people fool themselves every single day on social media. They only show you the best parts of their life. And they forget they also have terrible moments. Self-love is about embracing all of those terrible moments and owning them and saying, hey, it's okay. I too have bad days, deep divers, but I'm an alchemist. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. A lot of people say, I will only love myself when I have the look I really want, Ralph, when my nose is perfect, when my breasts are perfect, when my muscles are perfect, when I have the perfect body on social media. Don't die for the gram. That's not what self-love is. Self-love is not having a lot of money in your bank account. It's not driving the best car or living in the biggest house. Self-love is when you accept who you truly are before the world told you who you were. You accept that you were born different from everyone else, that you have weird things about you. And now you're starting to embrace it. That's what self-love is. But it's not about saying, I will only love myself when everything is going right in my life. I will only love myself when I have the perfect day. I will only love myself when I have the perfect selfie. What if the camera doesn't work, deep divers? Then what? I will only love myself when everything goes right. I will only love myself when I meet the perfect partner. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect before you love yourself. Remind yourself. Spirit will always tell you, just accept yourself and everything will fall into place. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. We often think that because we can say, I love myself, we can be indulgent. 7-day vegan challenge. You can eat all of the cheesecake. Don't do that. Comfort eating. That's why a lot of people say, I love myself. It's an excuse to eat all of the bad foods. I love myself. I can do it. It's my birthday right now. No, loving yourself is about responsibility to say, actually, self-care is self-love. I want to be eating to live, but I don't want to be greedy. I want to be eating foods which are medicine. You see, nature is so smart, it put the medicine inside of the foods. I said nature is so smart, it put the medicine inside of the foods. Slow motion, baby. So you're now eating for medicine to heal yourself. Everything you have been told about self-love is wrong. A lot of people, when they say, I love myself, they haven't done the work to love themselves. They haven't had the big failures. They haven't made the big mistakes. Can you love yourself after that? We have to learn to not only love ourselves when everything is going fantastic, because that's what we're taught by society. Love yourself when everything is fantastic. No, we have to love ourselves when things are bad, when we are going through trials and tribulations, when you want to pull your hair out because you messed up. We have to now be as gentle with ourselves as we can. We have to remind ourselves to love ourselves, to be that friend when no one else is around. This is what self-love is all about. It's about being in your corner when the going gets tough. It's about not giving up on yourself when the going gets tough. I love all of you, deep divers. And then you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful, deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. I love myself, deep divers. Why? Because I accept myself. I will always continue to speak my heart and mind, and your permission is not needed. Your approval is not needed, because I love myself. I don't care what you think. I care how I feel. And I ask myself, am I doing the right thing? Stop living for the audience. Stop living for the crowd. Stop living for people on social media. Stop posting pictures just to impress people and impress your damn self. That's what self-love is. Oh, deep divers. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, go and buy some, okay? Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat at Good Ass Prana, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. Love yourself, deep divers, but don't just say it. Make sure you are not just about looking good for the outside, but feeling good every single day. How you look is not as important as how you feel. Love yourself today, deep divers. I love all of you. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. Yo! I love myself. Raising the frequency. Oh! I still love myself, deep divers, even though I just nearly messed up. I can never mess up, right? When you accept yourself, there are no flaws. Embrace everything that you are. Your highlights, your midtones, and especially your shadow side. Peace.